I'm live. I'm weeble wobbling. I'm on the water. On a kayak. Watching chemtrails go by. Guess I'm waiting on. We're gonna go live just because I'm out on the lake. Normally I'm out working. I don't get much time to come out. But when I do, somebody looking, somebody's watching. Watching teeter totter in the water. Teeter totter back and forth. Got other boats driving around quite a ways away though. And their waves have finally hit me. I'm teetering back and forth. Hoping to catch something out of this damn lake. I haven't caught anything. My dad hasn't caught anything. Anytime he's ever fished out of it. This is Lake Lowell. Oh, me too, Brian. If I can find one out here. There's quite a bit out here, but like I was saying a little bit ago, I've never caught anything. My dad's never caught anything out of this damn lake. There's the sun, and then a few fake clouds sprayed from a plane. Tell you it's a contrail, but that's not a contrail. It stays too long. A plane flew by, but that's what it left. Is all that, and it turns into that mist. What's up, JB? I'm in Nampa, Idaho, on Lake Lowell. So here in a little bit, I'm going to go out a little further. I'm not far from land. I haven't caught any fish yet, but they have, like I was saying a little bit ago, they have bass tournaments and everything. I'm just off a shore, and I've come a little closer, so I'm gonna pull my anchor up, and I got smart. I got a battery and a drill, because fuck rowing. I don't row my boat. There's things that do it for me. Makes it easier, especially when you're by yourself rowing a 16-foot kayak. It's meant for a river. But we've taken it down our river, and the river that's near us is too low, and the last time we took it down, we ended up getting high-centered. What's up, biscuits and gravy? How you doing? Got shit falling on me. Why do you take down your videos? I don't take down my videos. My videos are up when I remember to actually add them to the channel once I post them from my phone. But as far as I know, all my videos are public. The Devil's Advocate. And as everybody can see the shoreline over there. You see the water rippling with waves, but all water lays flat. So at the top of every wave, it's flat to the next one and flat to the next one. Unless you get, you're out in the ocean and you get actual white cap waves, which has the white tops when the wave rolls over. What's up, you? About fucking time you come into my shit. I'm watching up your shit. You're pretty much going down the same road. I'm on a lake. The lake takes me where it wants to. When the wind is blowing, right now there's really no wind, but you can see the current's bringing me back this way. So like I said, I'm gonna have to put the phone down for a second, bring it up, go back in. I'm one of your only viewers. Yeah, I hear that a lot. I'm in a lot of chats, and apparently I'm like the only person, so I like to find those other lonely bastards. I'm lonely when I'm out by myself, as you can tell. Me, my cooler, the water, and no fucking fish like normally. Normal fisherman. Puff, puff, pass. Like I said, give me a minute. I'm gonna pull up my anchor, go a little further out the lake. As I'm dying. Alright, got my anchor out. Let me roll my steering wheel in. Hey, Tony. What time you come into my shit? Just kidding. I not now here, or here now, I mean, you've changed your name a couple times, but hello. I'm out on the lake. you've only had 5 or 6 viewers. Shit, when I shut my shit off, I've got like 100 and something. Whether or not they come in and say hi or bye. But, yeah, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me roll in my fishing pole because I've got ground right there. I need to go back out into the water. And like I said, I got fancy shit. Cause fuck paddling. Oh. Oh, let me figure out how to switch my fucking camera. God damn it, switch the fucking camera. Stupid fucking phone. There's my motor. That's only one of them. That one's a Makita. Then I got a Maliki. I've got a Ryobi and a Rigid over there. So, I know I'm getting back. Somebody wants to say one's better than the other. If anything, I'm going to find out. The bird over there in the water. There goes the shore. Say bye-bye. You've been drinking too many nights in a row. Fuck. That's like daily. Say the real problem is when you're trying to stop. Oh, here now, Ute does some badass bike videos. He's in the UK and rides his bike through certain places and all that, and he goes quite a ways. Beautiful, beautiful country. Wish I lived out there, but yeah. That place is fucked. We're fucked. Every place is fucked. The only thing that can fix it is us, the people. And that's a problem, is people don't realize it's going to take us, the people, to fix the fucking problem. Or problems in the office. Or offices that there is. I mean, I don't go either way with whatever. What's up, plane flyer? How's it going? Out on the lake? Alright, biscuits and gravy, I'll see you later. I try to catch you live, but when you go live, if anything, I'm normally in the middle of actually doing something, so my phone goes on and I can't really go on to you. Everybody else that I'm normally on, when I go to work, I'm normally playing them as I'm in work. So if I'm at work and you go live, it's kind of hard for me to click on you or whatever, especially now, because the stuff I'm doing right now, I'm learning a new tiling system for a bathroom and shower. So I actually have to pay attention to what's going on. Get my fishing pole ready. Throw my fishing pole out and I'll throw my anchor out. Found a new anchor. Never found a sinker. Never found a sinker like this. As you can see, it's attached to string. And the famous fish, the stick fish. I don't know if anybody's ever caught a stick fish bigger than me, but I've got some big ass stick fish. Never turned it in, but I found some big ass ones. Alright, let me throw my anchor out and I'll get back to the chat and everything. I'll come back. Rockin' bass? What the hell are you talking about, Tony? I'm hoping to catch a bass or fucking something out here. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't caught shit out of this lake, and my fucking dad hasn't caught anything out of this lake, and he grew up fucking not even a mile that way down the road. Or actually, that way, sorry. Towards the sun, that way. About a mile and a half. He's never caught anything on this shitty lake. And yet they have bass tournaments and everything out here, so you've got to be in to know where they're at. Apparently. At least that's what I say. Justin, you caught a stickfish? You hung it on your wall? Hell yeah! And say the one I just caught was only like maybe 2 feet. And it was barely a stickfish. Wasn't that big, but like I said out here, it don't matter where the fuck you go. You can pretty much find a fucking tree still in the damn ground out here. It was just like all of a sudden they were like, we're gonna put a lake here, and plugged up that side and called it good. Probably told everybody to move out or you're gonna, be swimming for your food. Literally. Which is the funny thing. I swim like a rockfish. So I swim like a rockfish, but I ain't afraid of the agua. I got something that'll save me from behind. I'm fast enough to grab it once I go down, I guess. Hopefully it'll go down as slow as the Titanic. Hopefully I've given enough time to make that joke. You get offended, then just leave. It's your own fucking problem. Ain't mine. No, I ain't sinking. No, and I can't swim, Tony. Like I said, I swim like a rock. I can swim just as fast to the bottom. Want to know how long I can swim? From the boat, as long as I can hold my breath that way. And then from there, it's straight down because gravity pulls me down through the water. But everybody else floats on top. Don't know what it is. Apparently, I'm special. Apparently, gravity don't like me. Say, I guess if I was a Glober, I could use that as an excuse. The earth literally pulls me to the center. I can jump in the water and it'll keep me fucking pulling down. You sink too, Tony? Can you float? Can you, or swim or whatever? That's one thing my son is doing, swim lessons, and he finally passed level 1. He missed 2 things on the first level, and it was just a couple, the way that he did his brush stroke or whatever. They didn't fully, like the way he did it, so they wanted him to come back, which I was fine with, because I told him, I was like, if anything, you're going to teach me how to fucking swim, if it comes down to it. If it, gives him more motivation to learn how to swim, he can teach me how to fucking do it, because, yeah, I don't know how to ducky. Oh, and of course there ain't any around here. They're way over yonder. But yeah, I don't know how to ducky. I don't know how to float. I'm a rock. I find the bottom. Yep. I've tried a few times to swim, maybe 10, 20 yards. And yeah, I almost found the bottom of the pond or the lake that I was trying to swim to the sand beach or whatever in the middle. Then I could even get close to standing on it. First time I ever tried it, it was a good thing I had my half-brother with me, and I used him as a flotation device. Grabbed him, made him sink. I breathed for a couple seconds, and then I pulled him up and let him breathe. Or at least that's what I feel like I did. Neither one of us drowned, so that's a good thing. He could swim, as far as I know, but I wasn't putting my faith in him holding me up, so I grabbed a hold of him, and like I said, I used him like a bobber, and we made it to where I was going. Fun times. So Thomas was here. I showed Thomas my fucking... This is what I got off Amazon. He's looking at getting one that has a gas motor. I say fuck the gas motor, because here in Idaho, if it's got a gas power motor, you have to register it. If it's hooked to a battery, trolling motor, they don't give a fuck. So this is a battery. Just a cheater typing away. Like I said, that's probably one of the fanciest ones I have. I'm using this one to figure out what it can do. And then I got a Maliki over here that's supposed to be one of the best, which I'll find out what it can do. And then I got a Ryobi and a Rigid. The Rigid does really good. Gives me a lot of power, but the Rigid that I have, when it hits an air pocket, it does that sub-impact, so all of a sudden it starts to... So I gotta let go of the trigger and go back to it. So hopefully the ones that I brought now that aren't an impact grade, they're just brushless. Hopefully, so far, like I said, this one, it's full brushless, and when I hit that full speed, it doesn't do that same shit as my Rigid one, but like I said, it's got that impact in it. It's not a mess. It's called a boat. It's called fishing. There's enough room for me to walk from here up to the front and unhook my anchor and call it good. And this is a 3-person kayak. This is meant for the river. That's why it's got an aluminum frame. Aluminium, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Me and my dad took it out one time, and yeah, that was some scary shit. Got like a mile down the river, and all of a sudden we high centered here on a boulder sticking out of the river, like 8 feet or so. And yeah, trying to get it off the fucking rock was fun. Rocking it back and forth, trying to get it to weeble wobble off of it just enough, using the current, and yeah, we barely got off of it. One of us almost had to jump in and push us off, but trying to get back in this bastard be the next fun part. There's a few people out here. Let's go over here. I can zoom in. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it still, but of course, the waves of the water. But as you can tell, all across the top of the water is the same level. All across it, flat level. So how many flat level surfaces does it take to make a globe? Because what is it, over 70% of the globe, depending on what you look up, it's between 70 and 80% water. So how does at least 80% of water bend into a ball when water, forms to its container, not to, it doesn't form to the outside, it forms to the inside. Now, hold on, let me light my cigarette. No, I'm not on Lake Michigan. Yes, I'm fishing. Trying to, that is. Yes, this is fresh water. Well, it's, technically we use it for irrigation, but it's, rain runoff from the mountains. Which technically we should be using for fresh water and not, replacement sewage water like they do. And say, this morning I heard California actually has the biggest waste facility from fresh water, or from sewage water to fresh water, so they say. They have the biggest facility in the world so far. And they say they can turn your poop water into drink water in 24 hours or less. Which, I don't know about you, but that sounds kind of chitty. Oh, Rooster, I'm on Lake Lowell in Nampa, Idaho. And I've actually got a wake coming in. I don't know if you can see that wave line, which wave lines go straight when they come off the boat. It doesn't matter. Even if they hit something, what they hit, the rest of it keeps going the same direction, level. It's gonna get a little wavy here in a second. Wee woo. Like 1 foot waves, maybe. I sound like a cartoon, and I ain't no fucking she, that's for damn sure. So, what are you talking about, Toon Slayer? Unless you're a cartoon yourself. But I can guarantee you I ain't no fucking cartoon. I got my hair braided just because it gets in my fucking eyes and I can't see shit. In California. We're about in California. North California, Mid California, South California. Say, as far as I know, North Californians are about the only people from California that are about like us here in Idaho. Not that Richie, I got money, I'm gonna spend it on everything and anything. Here we fix it to suit. And then of course we get all the people from California. Oh, Central, so in the center. Oh, you could go either way, I guess. But a lot of people are moving from California to Idaho, and houses that are pretty much a crack house have turned into millionaire houses pretty much. When you look them up, it's kind of bullshit. It really is. Really no other way to say it. Talk to a couple people because that's what I do. I do remodeling and rebuilding. And so far, lately, we've had a lot of people come from out of state, from California. They pretty much want to tear the house down from the inside, leave the outside of the walls on, and build it like they want it to, or like they see it fit from out of state. But there's a lot of things out of state that we don't do just because it's kind of fucking stupid. Hey Winston, it's about time. I knew you came in here a couple times. I was wondering when you were going to come back. Oh, my fishing pole fell on the ground. Hold on. Got a recast. Now, if anything, I gotta go further out in the lake now, because I'm already almost back where I started. So, let me fire up my motor. Alright, hold on one second. Alright, I'm back. Put the motor back on. Say, normally people would be singing row, row, row your boat, but yeah, I hold the throttle on my boat. Alright, let's see if we can't catch anything out now. Probably not, because like I said, I've never caught anything on this godforsaken lake. Throw my anchor out and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Find my Fuego. Find out who's here. Oh, Josh, I'm trying to catch fucking anything, pretty much. But out here, mainly catfish. I went up to the river last weekend and we caught like 10 or more rainbow trout. I got a few in my fridge and in my freezer and stuff. But out here, normally I try to catch catfish if I can. But trying to catch anything out here in this damn lake, like I said, it's fucking, yeah. Gonna need a prayer. Anybody wants to pray for a fish, please do. Now, there's no sturgeon in this lake. We have a shit ton of sturgeon out here, but not in this lake. They're out in, what is that? The Snake River and the Payette River and stuff like that. But in this lake, no. As far as I know, we don't have any sturgeon here. And that's the shitty thing here in Idaho. You can't pull the fish out of the water if you catch a sturgeon. In Oregon, if you go across the river and the state line, which is, you know, borders the river, you cross the river, you can pull it out of the water and you can eat the damn thing. But down here, no. No. I think he's going back to the dock. But as you can see the dock from here, and I'm over a mile away from the dock. You may be up my way in a couple weeks. You need to let me know. That side of the lake, on the other side of that pinch right there is Caldwell, or I'm sorry, Nampa side of the lake. This is the Caldwell side. It's the side with the dam. The cars you see right there are the dam. For sure, Rooster, it's not a wobbly space ball. Because for one, how do you have an infinite vacuum next to an atmosphere without a container? That's one of the biggest red flags. Besides, when you look at water, how many flat horizons do you need to make a globe? The biggest set of dice I can find is 120-sided dice. It's a lot of flat edges. Pushed in a little bit, I'm going to go out a little further. Go further out. Kayak actually does really good on the waves. They're kind of beautiful, besides the fakeness that comes around every once in a while. But they're about done with that for today. And of course, they'll come back later. Oh, yeah, and actually, there's some clouds there. You know they're real because they look so fake. If you know, you know. Fix my fishing pole. I do have a regular boat, and if anything, 4th of July weekend, I'll be taking it out to it's called Black Canyon Reservoir. It's a lake, but it has a dam, and it's probably 3 times as deep as here, and the water level there never changes because it's high enough up in the mountains. I've gone pretty far out, and I'm still, I haven't had to adjust my anchor since I left shore. But as far as I know, this lake is almost pretty much for people in fancy boats and skis. Like I said, there's bass tournaments and stuff out here every once in a while, but other than that, you see people out here fishing, but as far as bringing anything home, I don't know. Yes, exactly. More dollars than cents. That's about all the people that's ending up in Idaho now. And the funny thing is, on the news, they were talking about the schools and everything, and how the people are moving in, and those people moving in are going to decide what people can go to what schools or whatever. So all the people from Cali, all the rich people, are coming here and buying all the land for pretty much pennies on the dollar, and turning the old houses here into fortunes. And some of the people can't afford what they're turning them into and can't do the upkeep and are getting bought out. You're off to do chores. Fuck them chores. That's why I'm out here. There's better things to do. And say if you had a video with something, I'd comment on it and give you my phone number. Let's say, because I'm not sure if I can chat. Now I can start a poll. Alright, and I'll comment on it, and I'll give you my phone number and all that, and you can hit me up. So nice and quiet. Oh, and of course, there's a carp that just jumped. Trash fish. Nasty bastards. It's the only ones you ever see jump out here. A lot of people out here like them. I don't know why. They're more garbage fish than the catfish. But people still like them. Out here, people like bluegill and stuff like that, which are just another type of trash fish from what I've been told. I remember in Arizona, though, catching 80 to 100 pound flathead catfish out of the Salt River. Take you about an hour, 2 hours just to reel the damn thing in, just to shoreline, just so that 3 people could jump on the damn thing and bring it in the rest of the way. Yeah, those were fun days. And then trying to skin the damn things, you had to have a ladder. Yeah, because they were about 4 feet long or so. Yeah, flathead cat get big. It's pretty much the fish that you see people noodling for. They shove their hand into a hole and come out with a fish as big as their body, and it's like, no thank you. I'll use a hook and a worm and bring it in that way. I don't feel like giving an arm or a leg for a fish. What's up from North Carolina? Out here on a lake in Nampa, Idaho. No, bluegill aren't bad. Like I said, I've never tried them. Seen a lot of people that like them. And of course, I got some jackass coming straight towards me. Him and his riverboat. You know, I was gonna say, you better fucking see me or I'm gonna throw something at his dumb ass. And yeah, I got a flare gun if anything, and he ain't gonna like my fucking flare gun. It hits him in the fucking cab. Fucking idiot. Yeah, he's just almost straight coming towards me. At least he's slowing down now. So he knows I'm here. Oh, I might be fucking fishing game. No, hold up. Yep, that's fishing game. Probably gonna yell at me for something fucking stupid. Hold on. Good. No.
No?
Fuck no. I never catch anything out here.
Sure?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you got a registration?
Yeah. Say, as far as I know, the boat this doesn't need to be.
So because you got that power drill with the propeller on it, it needs to be registered.
Oh, that I didn't know, because I got that off Amazon, and I figured I could putt around, you know, ponds or whatever.
So
My dad figured a gas motor you would have to register, but he figured
any motor, electric motor, battery operated motor, any motor must be registered in the state of Idaho.
oh, yeah, see, so, yeah, like I said, I didn't know, so that's why I got, you know, this with an attachment, because technically it's only, you know, if I disattach this, there's no motor.
It's a motor.
Well, no, I'm just saying, if I disattach this, there is no motor.
And that is disattached. It is not present on the boat. There is no motor.
Yes, no, that's why I was, you know.
And if you attach it and you have it, and that's your mode of transportation.
Yes, no, but we figured it had to be a certain horsepower and all that.
Nope.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just any motor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Any means of propulsion.
Oh, okay.
We even have had weed eaters out here where they take the weed eater off and put a propeller there.
I've seen the motors like that on Amazon.
Yep, and those require registration.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, like I said, that I didn't know. I just figured it was depending on the length of the boat, because when I registered my, 14-foot fiberglass that has a 35 horse, I figured, you know, they pretty much told me it was length that you had to register and everything, and they never said anything about a motor.
Yeah, it has to have a motor. Because if you don't have a motor on that 35-foot boat, you don't have to register it.
No, it's not 35. It's got a 35 horse
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
John,
It's
like a little John boat? Like
no,
a little 14 or 16
it's a like a 14 and a half, almost 15 foot. It's a fiberglass.
Yep.
It's an old school, pretty much a wood boat, but fiberglass.
Because it has a motor, it has to be registered.
Yeah, that I figured. But like I said, when I registered it,
Gotcha.
and I told them, I have a kayak and all that, they didn't say anything about, motors or anything. So that's why, like I said, I didn't know with the drill. And like I said, with this being separate, I didn't know it had to be registered.
It does. So what we'll do is we'll go through a safety check with you. I'll give you a little form with all the info on it so you know. And instead of giving you a ticket, I'll give you a chance to get your boat registered.
Okay.
That worked perfect. Do you have a life jacket, sound producing device?
Life jacket right here. What I'm sitting on is an actual flotation.
Perfect. That's not required, but it's good that you got it. Go ahead and undo it and let's hear it. Make sure it works.
Yeah.
Looks like you got most of your safety equipment, even extra stuff.
Yep.
Perfect.
Got that. Got two oars. Depending on my dumbass, whether I throw one in the water or not.
You're human like all of us. It'll eventually happen.
And if anything, I'm doing a live stream, so everybody can hear my horn go boop.
Oh, perfect. Just point it that away.
Yes.
Excellent.
And like I said, anything else? Like I said, I have the flare gun.
Nope, that's excellent.
If need to be. The anchor's right there. My first aid kit's right there.
Perfect.
Kayak, and like I said, my flotation device.
Okay.
Because I'm not out at night, I don't have lights or anything.
That's fine. You don't need lights. You're good.
Other than that, I'm not sure what I need.
That's it. Your safety devices, which is your sound producing device, your life jacket. If you didn't have a motor, you'd need invasive species, but we just covered that with your registration part. So now you know both of them.
Oh, okay.
He's going to fill out a couple quick forms for you real quick, get your name and a phone number, and then we'll be out of your hair.
Okay. And then can I finish out?
Yeah, absolutely.
I wasn't sure if I had to go back and...
No, we're not going to kick you off the water for that.
Okay. Like I said, I had no clue because me and my son went out to the pond up over, what is that, Freeze Out Hill?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that pond is out fucking there. Not Sawyer's, but something like that. We went out there and, like I said, I took this out there and all that. But normally, me and my dad were rowing it, and then I bought this because I thought...
Oh, it's a great idea.
I didn't think I needed a registration, because like I said, with the drill...
It's still considered a motor.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you a book real quick in a second here.
Yeah.
No, if anything, I figured if anything, it was like an in-between the line type of thing. Because it was a drill and it's detachable from the actual propeller, which is...
No, I'm going to give you a book that'll explain everything
motor
in there for you so that you have it and then you can reference that in the future, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're dragging
my
anchor.
anchor ain't doing shit. Yeah.
No. So I'm going to have him start filling out that form. I'm going to back out a little bit so we don't get into the weeds too far here, and then I'll catch up to you in a second, okay?
What's your first name?
Jess. Jess. Middle initial, Edward. Palmer. Palmer. Yep, and of course, because of the jackasses, my fucking fishing pole got a fucking snag. Gotta rehook up my motor. What a hell of a way to do a stream. Besides, like I said, my fucking shit snag. now because the fucking Pablo in his boat. So let me reel this in when I can. Yes. Look at that, I caught a fucking stickfish. So let me get this back in. Yeah, that's what I was just telling them earlier. I was like, I've caught some of the biggest stickfish, and hey, look, I caught another fucking one.
So we're going to be asking you some personal information. If you don't want your viewers to hear your personal information, you might want to turn them off for a minute or mute it.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Here's that boat that.
That way we can pull you out and you don't have to do so much work.
Yep.
Here's that boat that he was talking about, and just open to the registration, just so it's all down there.
Oh,
All
okay.
the info you need to know.
You can keep that book. It's got all the boating laws in it for you, so you're aware.
Yes, no, because I've got a kayak or whatever, and I was gonna put this on the fucking thing too. So
Yep. As soon as you do that, you have to register your kayak.
okay,
It's a great idea. I just saw you using it. It looks really cool.
yeah, no, and that's the better drill that I have. That one's got more power throughout. The rigid has got more oomph, and it'll push me through.
Different drills for different things. I love
Yep,
it.
and that's pretty much what I'm out doing right now is trying to figure out which one's better. Like I said, the rigid gives me a lot of output, but the battery doesn't last very long. This one will get me going, and it's just now starting to fucking die. But of course, I've went from there and went out like 3 times because I started drifting back in.
That's decent.
And then I seen you guys, and I was like, oh, fucking assholes fucking coming at me with a speedboat. And then I was like, oh, no, that's fishing game. Yep.
Alright, and then street address.
157 First Street North, Unit 3, Nampa, Idaho.
You said Unit 53?
No, Unit 3.
Unit 3, okay. And then zip code?
83687, I think. I have no clue. I do remodeling, so
Okay.
I'm always in different counties, and I've got to log in, and it's like, what zip code? And it's like, so
Yeah. Alright, phone number?
208-999-7499.
7499.
Yep, a lot of fucking nines. 52191. That's May 2191.
Alright, well, here's your copy of the inspection.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just circled the registration part because that's all you needed.
Oh, okay.
And then did you have your fishing license with you? Did you already check that?
Yeah, I
Yes.
checked it.
Yeah, that's what I gave him because that's what I thought you were coming up to
Oh,
check.
gotcha.
Like I said, I didn't realize I needed.
Registration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Now
why I
So
just,
now you have an opportunity to get all that fixed.
Yeah, because like I said, my fiberglass, I've got every fucking thing for it, even when I bought it from the other person. So
Awesome.
even
You have
when
all
I
your
went
safety
in,
stuff, so that's all that counts.
yeah, even when I went in, they were like, "Oh, you got a lot more." And it's like, I didn't fucking know. I called and they were like, "You need this and this," so I made sure I fucking everything and anything.
Well, I appreciate you being safe. That's why we're going to give you a warning today.
Yep.
You have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you.
Best of luck to your fishing.
Yep. Hopefully now I'll catch something.
Good.
Yep, so technically I got pulled over by the fish popo. And now I gotta go back out deeper in the water because somebody ended up fucking me and we ended up in the bushes the first time, and of course my battery dies now, so give me 1 second to switch batteries. I've got to say, though, out of all the popo, I'd prefer deal with fish and game. They're less to be like a bunch of jackasses, as you can tell. Hey, Buffalo. What's up, Andy? My bad. I was talking to the fuzz. They were wet because I'm on the lake. And there they go. That's a fuzz's boat. Yep. I'm always fucking busy. Even when I'm not, as you can tell, somebody comes up and makes my shit fucking busy. Like I said, now I'm gonna go back out to where I fucking was. About a quarter mile back in the water. As everybody else seen, all of a sudden, seen a boat coming up on me, and I thought it was some jackass with a fucking, tube or fucking skier or something, and fucking fishing game. As soon as they started slowing down, as they, fully seen me, and I, was like, I'm gonna stand up and shoot fucking something at you. They slowed down, and the only thing I had to boo-hoo about is apparently my boat, because I have a drill attached to it. It's a motor. No matter if it's detachable, this is detachable from said propeller, which is the motor for the boat. They gave me a warning though, so that's a plus. What's up, Jeremy? You missed all the fun. Literally. Just got done talking to the fuzz and catching a fucking stickfish because of them. And ending up in the damn mosh over there. Oh, wrong way. Yep, but apparently, if you have a drill on the back of your boat, it has to be registered. So, if anybody's watching, that's your warning, I guess. The only good thing is I asked them. I don't have to fucking get off the water, so they can go fuck themselves. Not like I was going to anyways. Oh no, I didn't ask them about the curvature on the water. I should have. Damn it. And say if anything, they would know if they've ever seen water curve besides, the ripple in the water. It's the only time water curves. Or if it's curving to its container, or convexing, whatever. But, yeah, for those who hadn't heard, this is, actually, that was the first time I ever blew this horn. I've had it for a couple years, and it's only been in the boat for a safety use, and they made me hook it together and make sure it went. So, it does. I did it just because I can. Just to hurt people's feelings. No, fishing works while you're moving. It depends on what you got. If you got a spinner or anything like that, trolling and moving is the best thing for a spinner. Then that way you ain't gotta cast it out and reel it back fucking in 100,000 times. You just take the damn thing and throw it out the ass end of the boat, leave it hooked off and out a little ways, and you just troll with the motor, and the spinner spins in the water at a certain speed, as long as you keep that same speed. But yeah. You had a horn like that on your motorcycle? Or did it just sound like that? I know it wasn't just an air horn, unless you made it an air horn, which, you know, I got a couple trucks I want to turn into an air horn truck, so that, you know, that dirt-to-dur that gets in front of me hears my dirt-to-dur. Yeah, like it's standing right next to him. Remember as a kid, anytime you were driving down the freeway, seen an 18-wheeler, you pull your arm out the window and go choo-choo. And depending on the guy driving, and depending on how shitty his truck was, if he was willing to let air out of his airbags, pretty much, is what it all goes to, he would choo-choo his horn, his air horn. But like I said, some people, you either knew that their trucks weren't fully up to par, and that's why they didn't honk, or they were just jackasses and didn't care about the kids saying, I want to hear your choo-choo on your truck. No, I'm in a lake. Technically, it should be a reservoir, but it's big enough to be considered a lake. It's called Lake Lowell. Lowell. And it's in Nampa, Idaho. The other half of it, over there where that line and that line are, or actually, I'm on the Caldwell side, I'm sorry. I always get that confused. The other side of those arches, or, you know, those 2 points, is the Nampa side. But it is the Nampa, Caldwell, Lake Lowell. I was at a reservoir this weekend, and we caught about 10 rainbow trout. It's a good thing there's no fishing game up that fucking far. Because for one, there ain't no, you know, signs or anything that tells you fishing limits like out here. Anytime you come up to a fucking fishing spot, or they think you can fish from, there's a sign that tells you how many fish you can have or can't have. But where we went up, there wasn't a sign for shit. I bought the fucking thing, so I didn't have to fucking register the fucking thing, because I already got a boat that's registered. The hell would I want to register a kayak? Going through the current. fucking Milwaukee. So, or not Milwaukee, Makita. Sorry. So, I'm gonna change from this slow bastard that's low geared like no other to this fast paced bitch and see how fast we go, because I like to go fast. Oh, make sure my wallet don't get wet after talking to the popo. All right. Now I got the Maliki brushless on number 2. Let's see. Here we go. Ooh. Two backups? Fuck, I got more than 2 backups. I got 2 other ones for backups. So technically, this is the backup for that one. And then those 2 are backups for the backup. Yeah, I come out fucking smart. I don't get fucking stuck anywhere. With some what kind of braids? I got braids. I got braids in my hair. And say, oh, Viking. Yes, I want to do Viking braids. I want to do them in my beard. Just because I think it looks sexy. I don't give a fuck what other people think, because, yeah. Fuck them. My life matters. Yeah. Yeah, how about that? Yeah. Yep. Gotta try to offend somebody nowadays. If not, people get offended just because you weren't trying to offend anybody, so I at least try to offend somebody. And the people who normally follow me know that, so if somebody's not offended yet, I'm sorry. Next time I'll try. Because I tried so hard. It's always fun having something out of the fucking cooler that's, 6 feet in front of you without trying to tip the kayak over. But I guess where's the thrill in kayaking if you're not, getting all wobbly? So I think it looks amazing, period, but yeah, it would look even better with braids. But the braids I've done so far, I don't know if it's long enough or what, but I don't mind the pull. I like it, giggity. But no, I ain't no fucking Post Malone. No. How dare you say something like that? He's cool and all, but no. No, I ain't no Post Malone. I am me. Me as I'm. If anything, I identify as invisible. Yep. That way, I can be transparent. Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I heard a radio. I almost thought it was the... Oh, Andy back? Or did you leave? Did you miss the popo, Andy? I got pulled over on the water by the water popo. Fishing game. Apparently, if you have a drill attached to your kayak, even though it's a 3-piece, it is a motor and you have to register it. Which I really did not know. And even then, if I did, I would have played it off and yeah. But I literally didn't know. That's why I bought the damn thing. So that I didn't have to register the fucking thing. Because if I'm going to register it, I'm going to put a fucking gas-powered motor on it. Yep, game warden. The water warden. I don't know where he went, but he said I was good. Even though I wasn't registered because I have a drill attached to my fucking boat, which I don't know how the people at DMV would register that. Oh, what horsepower is your motor? Oh, it depends on the drill I hook up. Whether I hook up a Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Rigid, Ryobi, it all depends. Going backwards right now. Turn around, I got some waves coming. There we go. Go into the wave. Can I say like zoinks? Oh, I had to go grab my charger. But I'm back. I need my phone charger to sit. Let me write these. Bye-bye. Need to open my tackle box and tackle bag. Put you in it. So you don't slide away. Yes, I got it. Like I said, my battery died. So right now it's charging on an adapter, but of course I had to go back to the damn truck to get the fucking thing. So I'm back out in the middle of the lake. Oh, well, not the middle, but close to fucking enough. Further out than where I was when the popo found me. Yeah, when I dropped the phone. Yeah. And say, give me a second. I'm gonna throw my anchor down. Ooh, that time it didn't hit the bottom. That's shocking. And I just did the bottom. I'm trying to catch something. Besides the sunburn. I already caught that when I was out fucking over the weekend up at the river. In the mountains. Got a truck, or not a truck, got a truck driving by one way hauling ass. Like he was on a racetrack, and then I got a boat, bass boat passing me now, doing the same thing. Trying to race himself, fucking assholes. They see the lonely kayaker out here and they don't care. See if we can flip him over. I mean, that's what I would do, but boat right now, so assholes. If I was in my boat, I'd be like them, fuck you. But I'm not. Hopefully for the 4th of July, I'm gonna take my boat out to another lake. Not this shitty lake. One off the river, hopefully we'll fucking catch something off of it. So here you can't fucking catch shit, whether it's bluegill, fucking... Yeah. Doesn't matter what it is. I don't know how they have bass tournaments out here. I've never seen anybody catch fucking anything out of here. All I've ever seen is people with fucking skis on the back of a boat. Finally hitting the waves from that bass boat going by. It's 7:07 here. Say the sun won't be down, which is when this lake closes. Sun don't go down now because of the time of year. It doesn't go down until 9 o'clock or later my time, and I'm Mountain Standard. But of course, I can go further up north and lose an extra hour, which is nice when I do go up there. Until I come back and realize, oh shit, I gained an hour. Fuck. It's nice when I leave here and go up there, because it's like, holy shit. It's like it was 12 when I left, now it's 1 o'clock up here. And it takes fucking about 2 hours to get to it, but yeah. It's nice when you hit that timeline and you're an hour behind everything, except your body's clock is still set to the same shit. And I was gone for the weekend and I was still waking up pretty much ready for work. Trying to go back to fucking sleep is the problem. Waking up is easy. That's why I came out here, though. Give me a reason to be tired fucking tomorrow. When I wake up at 3 o'clock, get ready for work. Oh, hold on. There's the sun. That reflection right there proves the Earth is flat and stationary. You can't get a reflection like that if you're on a curved surface. As you can see, every wave breaks that mirror line. But when it's not broken, that mirror line goes straight to me. All water at rest lays flat and level, forms to its own container, with the ground of the earth is not flat and level, which we know that. It's got elevation changes and all that, but all water, which the earth is over 70% of it, is flat. So how do you make 70% or more of something that's water? How do you make it curve to a ball when water only curves to its container, the inside of it, not the outside? Like this is doing. This is forming to the outside of its container, which would be the shoreline over there with the trees, the dam, the concrete over there, and then the shoreline with the trees. But the water forms over top of everything that it submerges, but the top of it at rest, and not even at rest, every wave is exactly the same size as its last. And I'm only like 1.5 feet off the water line. Now if I go like this, you're pretty much at the water line. I don't want to put my phone in the damn water, but yeah, you're pretty much at the water line there. Some people might think they're drunk now. The earth is moving. But it's not. Nope. That's why you see the planes fly above you. Because planes are built to fly over a flat and stationary earth. You read the manuals, an airplane has to nose up to fly flat and level, to keep itself flat and level, so that it doesn't drop. Now, if it was a globe, it would be pointing down to follow the curvature, not pointing up. Kind of like the boat, how it goes to level out. At first, the faster it goes, the more it points up. Once it hits a certain speed, it levels flat. It's like a plane when it takes off. It goes up, then it goes flat. And of course, the contrail is still there. slowly fading into a cloud of dust, you want to call it. You can kind of see the difference between the blue sky and the aluminium and barium and all that vitamin stuff they put in the trails. As the government wouldn't feed you anything if it wasn't good for you, don't you know? No, no. Why would they give you something bad? The government loves you. They'd never do anything on purpose. No. And anything that people say was an inside job wasn't. It was framed by somebody to look like an inside job. Makes more sense. What was the view from Australia? Oh yeah, you almost took a dip in the water, yeah. If anything, from Australia, you would have been looking straight up and down. Oh, I hate this lake. I'll never catch anything. I've never caught anything. As far as I know, anybody I know has never caught anything. My dad grew up out here, and he's never fucking caught anything off this damn lake. I've caught more from the runoff side than I have in the damn lake. That's like fucking maybe 3 fish. Sad and funny. I don't see the tip anymore. Nothing under my chest. Yep, so I'm sorry my chat disappeared. I don't know why. It won't let me. There we go. Oh, there we go. I got it now. Of course, the sun's right in my eyes now, beating off the fucking water. Not the sun itself pointing in my eyes, it's a fucking reflection off the water that's fucking killing me. It's always 420 somewhere. Like I said, if anything, I'll be going live this weekend. Whether I take this kayak back out to here or another place, or I bring my fiberglass motorized boat, because if I bring the fiberglass, it's already registered. And if Fish and Game shows back up, I ain't got to worry about them jackasses like I do with this. And because they put me in their system, I go to another lake with my same setup without being registered, they'll boo-hoo, and little Timmy will give me a fucking ticket. So, yeah. Which, like I said, is fucking stupid with having a drill or a motor. Makes no sense at all. But nowadays, the best sense is nonsense. Is the way it's spread around. Nonsense spreads easier than true sense. Or common sense as it is. It's hard to find anybody with common sense nowadays. Can I do any vape tricks? No, not with this. This is just a portable mini. Makes it look like it's an actual vape, but it's not. I can with an actual vape, but all my vapes that I've gotten have fallen apart, so I gave up on vapes and shit like that. So my brother-in-law can do some stuff. He's won some competitions doing smoke rings distances. I think the longest he's done is like a 10-foot. Blown a smoke ring from here, made it 10 feet past where he blew it from. And what's even weirder is you got a couple people over here on shore. I don't know if it's just a fucking Idaho thing, but people here parking pretty much in the water with their vehicles. That guy is pretty much in the water. I know that guy is. He backed up into the water. I'll probably head back to shore here in a minute, because, like I said, I've never had any luck on this damn lake. The only thing I know this lake is good for is to drive a boat on. Other than that, you're rowing for no good in a kayak. And I'm sorry, my boat's not sinking and I don't need to row my boat, so that's why I got a drill. Like I said, apparently it's got to be fucking registered. Don't know why I need to register a drill attached to a boat. I should have told them it was registered with a lifetime warranty. Yeah. And then see where it went. They probably wouldn't have liked that. Like, no, I got a registration for my drill. Man, it's lifetime. And hand it to them and they realize it's not for fishing. Like I said, which would make it fucking funny and badass at the same time, depending on the cop or the fishing game, because fishing game can be worse than fucking land cop sometimes, depending on the one you get. Yeah, I'm gonna pull my anchor in and you guys can watch me pull a trigger back to shore. Because like I said, there's no reason in rowing. It's after the waves kind of stop. Somebody passed by a little down the way and made it all shaky. Oh, and I did find out, take a piece of copper. My lower back is fucked up. I put a piece of copper around my ankle. I don't feel my lower back like I used to. Depending on the day, if it gets really bad, I do feel it, but it keeps the inflammation down. If you have upper body problems, or on your wrist, you have really bad headaches, where copper around your neck, it's got to attach and make a full circle. You have certain meridians in your body, you know, veins and stuff that run certain ways. The copper helps pull the ether, which, if you do research, the ether is out there. They tell you it in your face and all that. Whether or not you believe it, that's your own problem. But it really does help. I wish I had my copper bracelet right now, because just the one on my ankle, like I said, it does help, but I'm hitting that point right now because I'm sitting in one place. My back is starting to bother me, but if I had both of them on, it doesn't really, I don't really feel it. But yeah, let me pull my anchor up, and if anything, we'll go a little deeper, see what this drill can do. I'll hook my other drill up and see what it can do. And head back to shore. I got enough batteries. I know I can almost make it around the lake with just the batteries in the drill, but I don't want to tempt fate with the waves and people on their boats and fishing game mainly. Because I've been pulled over 2 times in the same day on the water from 2 different jackasses from fishing game, because certain fishing game don't like to keep fucking full logs of who they pull over and when they pulled over people. So yeah, you'll get a new jackass out asking the same questions you were just asked in the same boat. But they don't care. I almost wish I had their job just to sit on the water, because all I do is fucking fish. And the fish I would catch, yeah. Should have asked him if you need to register. Oh, yeah. No, for real, I should have. The way he fucking said it, and I told him, I was like, I didn't think I needed to because the drill itself is completely separate from the boat. And he said no. When the drill becomes attached to the boat, it becomes a motor. And yeah, no, you made a point. I should have asked that jackass. I almost wish he'd come back. I've done that before. I was in a actual fucking single person kayak. Kayaking, went back up to fishing game that it went like a fucking 4 mile up the lake. I went after him and I asked him fucking something. And they gave me the answer. I was kind of shocked they didn't ask me anything else, but yeah, I should have asked him. Because, like I said, I got like 4 or 5 drills just in the boat as it is. Now, the drill's attached right now, and it was attached when they pulled up. If anything, as I seen them pull up, I should have disattached it, but they would have said, oh, we seen it attached. We used our binoculars. But yeah, and I definitely should have asked them, should I register each drill? Because depending on the season, it's going to depend on the drill I bring out. Because like I said, the Makita does a low and steady. The Milwaukee does a half-ass fast-paced. I know my Rigid does a fucking hell of a speed. I can make a fucking wake through it with the Rigid. The Ryobi one I haven't really tried yet. And I was kind of shocked they didn't ask about drinking or anything, because normally out here, because it's a motorized vehicle, even though it's on the agua, there's still a fucking limit that you can drink or whatever, and it's still only like maybe 1 or 2 beers if you're fucking lucky. Okay, after these waves come through, I'll pull my anchor up and head back to shore the rest of the way. I was kind of drifted back just because the anchor comes up and down with the waves that are coming through. Anchor. Go a little bit deeper. See what this drill can do. That drill kind of sucks for power. Hook up my Rigid, because like I said, I know my Rigid will put out. Giggity. So if I put it on speed number 2, not speed number 1. On my rigid, I actually get some fucking wind going. Yep, definitely weave. Say, if anything, I'll switch the camera. Like I said, this little rigid fucking puts out more than fucking both those big ass bastards. Say, this one, when I go to back up, I have to watch out because it'll put water in the boat. See? And then forward! This one I gotta hold down because, like I said, this one kind of stands the front end up. This one boots, scoops, and boogies. I'm gonna hit you, bird. Nope, he ducked. He ducked and covered. Even though he's not a duck. Oh, there he is. No, he went back down. Come back next to the boat, dumbass. I almost hit him with the boat. Like I said, this thing will create quite a wake. And I can beach myself pretty good with it. Yep, quack, quack. I don't know what kind of birds they are. They got a white neck and a black top across pretty much to the beak. And then their wings are kind of brown. We get a lot of fucking seagulls or Mormon sea chickens out here, whatever you want to call them. We are in Mormonville, here in Idaho. But I'm finally at shore. The water's still as flat as it was when I was on it as you get off of it. Even with the waves, each top of the wave is the same height as the other. All water at rest lays flat, which is why in construction, which I know, we use water to level shit. What they call a spirit level or whatever, which is a level, water with a little bubble, or they have an actual water level, which takes a day to set because the water has to rest so that you can see that it's flat and level. Yeah, no, like I said, it's not dark here. It don't get dark here until about fucking 9 or so. That's even out here at the lake. Now I gotta load all this shit up and to there. I'll back up closer to the truck, or to the boat, that's for sure. Yeah, now the fun part. Oh, hey, Captain, I didn't see that was you, my bad. Yeah, so are you in Washington or something? Yeah, the fun part's always loading the shit back up. I say fuck copyright. I don't know how they can copyright you when they play the same shit on YouTube. Sorry. Had to park the truck. My truck don't have a parking brake right now. And it's a manual, so I gotta put it in gear for my parking brake. No, it ain't an F-150. It's an F-250. It's a 250. Too bad it wasn't 350. Like South Park. He came up and he asked me for a 350. Told that Sasquatch, no, I ain't got no 350. What's up? Came a little late. I'm done fishing pretty much. Well, fishing for fucking nothing. So, I guess she came at the right time because it's not like I fucking caught anything. No, you live in Colorado? You got bad eyes. We all got bad eyes. Oh, the water feels really good though. It's not cold. It's like that perfect warm body temperature. Like I said before, I'll step back onto shore. You can see the shoreline over yonder. It's over a mile away. I can put my phone down to water level. You can see the shoreline. And all that water, every wave, every top of it is level with itself. Yep. Not often do you see somebody fucking put the waves in it. Like I said, I know I'm kind of shaky, but I'm trying to hold the damn phone and zoomed in that far. Every top of the wave cap is level with every other wave cap. What do you mean that's why it's called fishing? Because you don't catch anything? Earlier I caught a fucking stickfish, but you missed it. Oh yeah, Australia! Australia is looking at that like, hey, that's home. Looks normal. Yeah, like I said, you missed it, Captain. I fucking got pulled over by the water popo. I gotta register my kayak because I got a drill attached to it, and like, somebody in the chat, who was it? I think XYJ. I should have asked him if I needed to register that drill, that drill, that drill, and that drill. The sad and fun thing is the popo had me blow my air horn, but he didn't let me shoot off my fireworks. It's kind of sad. He made sure my choo-choo horn worked, but not my firework gun. It's kind of disappointing. Say if it was nighttime, I'd shoot the damn thing, but it's not nighttime and there's still too many people out on the lake right now. It's a good thing about this lake is they close it at sundown and they open it at sunrise, but I think you can only fish at night with a kayak or something like that, and you pretty much have to have the spotlights on the front and the back, pretty much like a normal boat. But they close the front gate during the night once the sun goes down. So you either got to get it out before the sun goes down, or you're stuck on the lake until the sun comes back up. When they open it back up, and then you can leave. And say, if anything, if you sub to me, whether you like fucking truth or conspiracies, I'll be out here on the lake tomorrow. Because I'm working on a job down the road from the fucking lake, so I'm gonna take the fucking kayak and leave it on the truck. And then tomorrow when I leave work, whether I have the work trailer or not, I'll still have the fucking kayak. The only difference is I'll have more batteries, and Fish and Game can go fuck themselves with the drills. If anything, when I see them come up, I'll fucking disattach the drill and act like I was fucking rowing my boat. No gunfight? Yeah, no. Well, if anything, if you want to, like I said, right now, what time is it? My time right now is 7:56, so my time tomorrow at 7 o'clock, at least, I'll be down over here at the house I'm working on, and I'm bringing my BB gun because of all the birds and stuff like that stop over in the farmland, and I might end up with some dinner. So if anybody wants to sub, like I said, if anything, I'll be going live tomorrow. Oh shit, my phone dropping. And if anything, I'll be going live tomorrow after work back on the lake, just to show everybody you can't catch anything on this fucking lake. Because that's what I proved today. I've never caught anything. Anybody I know has never caught anything out of the lake. You gotta go to the runoff to catch anything. But if anything, I'll make a game out of getting pulled over by the game warden on the water. Getting pulled over by the popo is always fun, isn't it? Especially when they make you drift into the fucking weeds. Then all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, we drifted quite a ways. We need to go back out. And he lets it go and he goes back. And I had to fucking unsnag my fucking fishing line as I was in those bushes over there next to a fucking riverboat with the fucking, Fish and Game warden. And he drifts, he backs up back out, way out there, and I had to drill myself all the way back out where he was after I unsnagged my fucking fishing line. That I caught a giant fucking stick fish that some people seen. Oh, hold on, let me turn my screen. Oh, that's what I want, stupid fucking phone. So, there we go. Yeah, what's funny is when I first got here, earlier in the day, it was hotter in the day, the water was colder. Now that the sun is going down, the water is warmer. That's kind of weird. I don't know if anybody's thought about that. I know the way they tell you seasons work is a bunch of bullshit. They tell you seasons work because winter, the globe tilts closer to the sun, and we get winter, which you think you get closer to a ball of fire and you get fucking hotter, not colder. But, you know, that's the globe for you. Weebly wobbly. Yep, and there's the proof I got pulled over by the water popo. Yep, because I had a drill attached to my kayak. And it's a motor. Fucking bullshit is what it is. That's why I put the damn thing on it. And now, if anything, I'm going to get a fucking gas powered. So I ain't got to sit there and hold the goddamn trigger and worry about swapping out batteries or drills. Because if I got to pay for a fucking registration, I'm paying for a fucking motor. Be lucky I can't put a V8 on the back of this fucking kayak, because if I could, I would. Be like those guys in India or whatever with the fucking diesel motor with the propeller like that. Skimming across the fucking lake. That'd be badass. Oh, and I gotta say, I ain't, you know, upselling fucking anybody, but this bitch on fucking Amazon was the best thing I've gotten. My wife got it for me for Father's Day. That right there is a cup holder, beer holder, whatever. This flap right here. You put a can or a bottle in it. It kind of swallows the can. A bottle will sit up above it. But you can carry everything. I took the chair off of it so I could put it in the kayak, but it carries fucking everything. I'm saying you gotta think hillbilly. Gotta put a V8 in everything. I'm not saying I'm hillbilly, I'm just saying. You always gotta think that. Yeah, it's in Indonesia. They have those diesel paddle things. They have that ass end pretty much, you know, just 4 feet or 6 feet longer with a giant V8 diesel on the back of it. And yeah. If you haven't seen those videos, you should look at them, because them fucking things are badass. Like I said, if I could, I'd put a V8 on the back of this, but I don't think it'd hold it. It says a 3-person. Yeah, I don't know if it'd hold a V8 though. I have to put it in the middle. Oh, Andy, let's go to space. The only way to space. Unless you find mushrooms. That's a little faster. Yeah, let's go get some cheese on the moon. We need mushrooms for that, though. Mushrooms to take you to the moon quicker. And it all depends on the mushroom that you find. Whether it's behind a cow or actually in a forest. I always went for the ones out of the cow, because I just didn't trust people back in the day. Everybody was chasing everything with something else, so when you thought you were getting a cigarette, you were getting a cig of weed and everything else. Oh, and for all those latecomers, because the jackasses in the water boat made me screw this together and honk it, I've been acting like a jackass and I go, could you hear it? If you couldn't, I think you're deaf. Sounds really good. Yeah, it's an air horn. It's what the people, or the jackasses at games go to, and all of a sudden you hear, ooh! Yeah, it's these. Pressurized can with a baffler in the back that makes that toot sound, and then the cone just makes an echo. You gotta look up sound and vibration. Teach you a lot of shit. That's the original package it was in. Looks like it's covered in resin. It's not. That's just sun. The plastic was clear. And of course, if anything, the plastic is catching the color of the sun. If you think about it, that's why it's turning that color. It could be from chemtrails. I mean, it was just sitting in my other boat out in the open. Yeah, barium and all that. Barium is a type of, what is it, like steel or whatever. It rusts and shit like that. Yeah. You got barium, aluminium, and all that shit in the air. Yeah. Yep. It's what they spray in the air. It's what they praise. Yep. You actually look at the golden carpet and where they film it, it looks just like pretty much the gates of Egypt, or what they would call it. In my opinion, where we live here in America is Egypt, but they tell us something else. I mean, if you dig enough, I grew up in Arizona. I was born in Idaho, grew up in Arizona, but the Grand Canyon has every name from the Bible and all that almost out there and stuff like that. The U.S. itself has a lot of biblical names. Utah itself has a lot, where all the Mormons live and stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, it's like what people say, you really got to do your research. I'm not pushing anybody towards anything, but, I mean, what they tell you, you really got to learn and know. What they tell you to your face isn't fucking 90% of the truth. If you can't see that, I'm sorry. That's on you. You can either stay here or go, but that is a problem here with this generation. They don't listen to the people that know. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying. Oh, and I guess I gotta read this rule book so that I know that I can't hook a drill to a kayak, which I'm pretty sure it doesn't fucking say in this book, which, you know, I'll find out. But, you know, they said any motor attached or whatever, which makes no sense because a drill is not a fucking motor. What's up, Coda? I was fishing. Now I'm loading the boat up. You're kind of a day late and $1 short. Ho! Where's the hoe? Hi! I know, I should have told them I was offended when they told me I needed to register my drill. My drill doesn't, you know, what is that? My drill doesn't see itself as a motor. It's a fucking drill. Yeah, Coda, I got pulled over because I had a drill attached to a kayak and they call it a motor. And apparently it has to be registered because my drill is a motor, which is contradicting. A drill has gears, a motor has gears, but they do. Yeah, no, my drill doesn't identify as an outboard motor. That's the reason why I bought the fucking setup that I have. Because it's the shaft, giggity, and then the drill, and then it attaches to the fucking kayak. But no, because it's attached to the kayak, and the drill is attached to the propeller, it's a motor. Which, like I said, I'm going to go through that fucking book. I don't like reading, but yeah, I'm going to go through that book and find out if it says anything about drills turning into a motor. They were talking about, you know, they've seen people come out with weed eaters, and it's like, yeah, that's a motor, that's gas powered. This is a fucking drill. I'd like to see a gas powered drill. That'd be fucking badass. Anybody knows where I can get a fucking gas-powered drill, let me know. Hi, babe. Night Raven is my wife. Use the book for TP. Hi, Danielle. Yes, it looks pretty flat. You didn't see it earlier. I had my phone at ground level. But like Captain was saying, we were in Australia for a minute. I mean, you can see the shoreline. Right there, the tree line is the shoreline. I'll zoom in. You can see the shoreline. You can see the sand. So now I'll turn you. No, I didn't get any. No, I caught one fish stick. And it was because the jackass is in the boat, the fucking water popo. This is Lake Lowell. It's about a mile wide or whatever, mile and a half, I think, at its widest. And then its length, I'm not too sure. It's over 3 miles or more. But like I said, here in a second, you guys are going to Australia. This is water level. Every wave lines up with itself. Hold on, let me zoom in. You can see the beach across the shore. Across the water. No bendy water. Water bends to the outside of its container. Or to the inside, not the outside. I'd like to see somebody show me water sticking to the outside of something and forming to it. Because the lake forms to the outside. As you see, the shoreline wraps around, because it forms to its container, which it is contained from that shoreline to this shoreline, and the dam that is right there, holding the agua in. I don't have a fisheye lens. I can't make it curve up. It's flat. And say earlier, you could see the chemtrail vitamin trail that went across the sky. And it went straight across the sky. There was no blue. There was no curve or anything to it. Just like the sun rays. Sun rays. Straight. On a wobbly ball, you would expect light to bend, but light does not bend like that. It refracts. But we're not doing a science lesson right now, so we won't get too far into that. Don't want to offend too many people. I only want to offend at least one person. I have a Ford. I have a F-250. Good thing it's not a fucking V10. A V10's a piece of shit, whether it's a Dodge or a Ford. The only thing those are good for is to chase down a damn gas station like the Hemi. A Hemi is good for racing, not for fucking pulling shit or driving down the road, unless you're looking for gas stations. You got an F-250 too? Mine's black. My F-250. I wish I had a 3. I wish this 250 was a fucking 7.3 diesel. But it's not. It's gas. It's a V8. You got an F-100? What year is the F-100? I used to have a 75 F-100 with a 390 in it. Danielle's got a 7.3. Woo! Oh, you got blue trim? Yeah, this is a long bed. It came just like this, except for the rack. We bought the rack to put on it because of all the shit we do. But we got it from a grandpa who just used it to pull his fifth wheel, or his pull-behind camper, and it only had 50,000 miles on it. And now, since I've had it, now it's got 80,000. And everything's original on it, except for the front tires now. The front tires got swapped out. These are the original front tires. My original back tires ended up going bald because of winter. Yeah, Michelin's are good, but they're not good for winter. Yeah, they're like racing slicks in the winter. But the only thing wrong with the truck now is the ball joints, upper and lower ball joints. Is the only thing wrong with it. With just under 100,000 on it, all original miles. I ain't no Pebble Beach. If these were actual pebbles, my wife would know because I'd be coming home with fucking bags full of them. As I've already got bags at fucking home full of rocks and pebbles and other shit. There's probably some fucking fish in there. Not that I'm gonna try and fish in that snag trap. People leaving fucking garbage. I'm in Nampa, Idaho. I said I wasn't bringing home any rocks. I don't have more rocks than you have books. Unless you count the little pebbles. Alright. Secret spot? This ain't no secret spot. This is a secret spot if you don't want to thing. That's all this spot is. No, I didn't pee off cam. moderator. No, you're hearing the water, the waves. As my phone keeps dropping. All right, now the fun part. No, this ain't a 5-minute kayak. This is a river kayak. The frame stays as one. I had to pull all my shit out of it. And now I'm putting it on the truck by myself, and it's a 16-foot. Yeah. Turtle power. I can say that because it's raining. I was using my leverage. The ground. Oh, the store's locked. It's the only shitty thing about this kayak is having to load it myself. Yeah, there's many a buds going by on a flat water. Like that one right there. Skimming across the top of the water that stays level. Just like the boat sitting there on level water besides the waves. shit, my bad. I didn't realize my phone fell down. There's a comet tonight. I seen there's apparently supposed to be 2 comets or whatever that come next to the Earth or whatever in its orbit. And yeah, if anything, it's one of the wandering stars. And if you map out the way the stars track around the Earth, it makes a certain pattern. The 369, which is a very sought after, pattern and all that. Oh yeah, there's a lot of these trees over here, depending on where it's at. Almost all these trees are over here are submerged. And even out in the middle of the damn lake, you'll find fucking trees sticking out of it. I don't know what used to be here, but yeah, I know in Arizona, a lot of these lakes like this, they used to be old towns or whatever. They said that they were like western towns or whatever and stuff like that that were, what is that, left vacant and all that and shit. But if anything, I'm sure they told them leave or you'll be drowned. And yeah, if you know, you know.
This thing dressed down.
Yep, that's the road. It's not skipping. moon and the sun was out earlier. Now all I see is the sun. Jeez. Hold on, you won't. There you go. 9:30 there? It's only 8 here. I lost you for a second. Down around the lake. As you see, the sun stays in one place unless you're standing in one place, and then it rotates around you. I'm being safe. This is the dam. Water as flat as the eye can see. Idaho is a high desert plain. And where I just was is technically a national wildlife. Depending on the season, you can't hunt fish or anything like that. But to go home, I pretty much got to drive around the lake, so you guys will kind of get to see it. lake houses over here. It's all gated pretty much. Electric fence, or pretty much garage gates, or whatever. Automatic gates. See you, Andy. There's a lot of deer that cross out here. The other day I was heading to the job. Like I said, it's the other way across the lake. And I ended up seeing a buck. He didn't cross the street. Because normally when they cross the street, they smack the side of your truck or they run right in front of you. You never see them. This is cattle fields. And then it's nothing. There's a butcher over there. They're turning all of this into subdivisions. And there's a couple original houses. It's all farmland.
Mothers against, and make no mistake, you'll
Don't know any of those songs. Alright, so I'm pretty much home, so I'll see you all guys tomorrow pretty much. Don't have too much fun without me.